Yo, what's up everybody? Dan Greer, Eclipse DOT, coming at you today to talk about the common pitfalls of audits. I'm actually in the room where I'm going to be speaking later today. Check it out, it's empty. I know, it's the luxury of being a speaker. You get to sneak into places before everybody else is there. I digress. I can't wait for this room to be full. It was full yesterday when I spoke to him. I digress. Okay, so, common pitfalls of audits, common violations they find. So the most common violation that's found right now for audits, it seems like, is clearinghouse and drug and alcohol violations. So those are the ones that are probably some of the most common. Either people don't have the right drug and alcohol testing in place, they're not doing pre-employment tests, they haven't done their pre-employment queries, they're not doing clearinghouse queries every year. That's a very common one that we find, okay? So there's a lot of issues around drug and alcohol, okay? Another one is driver files. People don't have the right stuff in the application. So they have an application, but it doesn't meet FMCSA guidelines. It doesn't meet their standards. So it's like not even worth having, right? So you got to make sure you got the right application that meets everything that's required by FMCSA, okay? Now, the next one that happens that's very common is so we've talked about drug and alcohol, we talked about driver files. It's like not having the right documents in the driver file. So we talked about the application a little bit, but we didn't talk about, like, maybe they haven't pulled a motor vehicle report every year, or maybe they don't have the most current license, or maybe they don't have the original license from when they started working for them, that kind of stuff. So there's those options in there as well that we see a lot of those for. Now, the next one is like vehicle maintenance processes or vehicle maintenance records. People aren't keeping receipts of their vehicle maintenance records. And then probably the biggest one when it comes to vehicle maintenance is annual DOT inspections. So you're required to do an annual DOT inspection on all commercial vehicles, trucks, trailers, anything over 10,000 pounds across the state lines. If you're operating in intra-state commerce, you got to work with that state, whatever that state is, okay? So what I'm going to say is that make sure all of your vehicles have an annual DOT inspection every single year, and you keep those for 2 years in the files. Those are the biggest mistakes. Those are the biggest pitfalls we see when it comes to audits, and that's the easiest way to fix them. Does that make sense? Cool. Hope that helps. We'll hit you guys up later.